Welcome to another series of GMU Talk Exchange, conversation with the educators. Today with us we have Dr. S.P. Ramana Rao sir from Sivani Institute of Management and Sciences. Sir, welcome sir. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Sir, it's great to have you here on our interview today. So I just wanted to start by asking, please let us know how your journey as an academician started.
After my management course, I was with industry for some time, worked in marketing domain, and after some time felt that that's not my cup of tea, and then accidentally got into the academics. And after a few months, then I developed a passion for that, because when I'm delivering a content to the students, then the kind of reaction that I could see from students that made me to stick to the academics. And in 1993, I started my journey in the academics. Initially, I was with B.B. Siddhartha College of Arts and Science in Vijayawada, teaching to management students. And then I moved to Department of Management Sciences in one of the engineering colleges. After that, and now it's a very long period I stayed, I can say. It's almost 9 to 10 years. During that time, then I started acquiring the qualifications like MPhil and the doctorate. Post my doctorate, I moved to TFI Management Institute, Manipal, and then after a brief stint there, joined with Siva Institute of Management. Again, after 1.5 years, I moved to Middle East, and there I was teaching to the business management students. Predominantly, it's Omanis. It's funded by funded by the government, and that's why it's a national institute and giving education only to the Omani students. And then after 3 years of my stay in Oman, again joined back to Sivani Institute of Management and teaching to the management students. It's a wonderful experience that I had, and also I keep on learning in that entire journey, and that's really making me to be in a faculty and then give the best that I can give to the students in the institute.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. That was a valuable, insight for every academician to start a journey as. So, sir, with many B schools coming up in India, so what sets Sivani Institute of Management apart in terms of curriculum or teaching methodologies?
Yeah. In fact, it's a very, very good and valuable question, because most of the time students just look into the packages and then the companies that are coming. I don't want to belittle this concept of looking into the packages and the companies, but I strongly believe that the curriculum that the institute follows and the kind of inputs that the students would get makes them to get the package or the company that they wish to have. When it comes to this, what makes Sivani Institute of Management set apart from the rest of the schools in the country, I would say that each school has got its own uniqueness. And when it comes to the Sivani Institute of Management, the curriculum that we have, or the program structure that we have, it's progressive in nature. And for every trimester that we have has got a thematic approach. And the entire first year starts with building of the blocks and then going into the specialized courses. And the notable thing in our program structure is that the emphasis that we give on managerial competency modules. Today the soft skills play a major role in the industry, so keep that in mind. We have come out with this MCD components, and each trimester students will be doing a kind of skill building activities. Take for example, in the first trimester, A student has to choose one company of his or her choice. They need to collect all the information that is available either in the net or in the newspapers or the magazines and make a presentation in the class about that form. In that process, two things are going to happen. One is the student is thoroughly knowing about the firm that they have chosen. The second one is in a class of 60, and all the 60 are presenting of different companies. So by the end of the first trimester itself, the students will get to know about 60 different companies. And then in the second trimester, there is another module called book review session. There each student has to choose a book of their choice. Mostly it's connected to the business management. And they read that thoroughly, prepare the gist of it and present in the class. Like that, up to 5 trimesters. In each trimester there is a module of this nature that makes the students to develop. One is the reading habit, other one is preparing the content and presenting to the class. So thereby they are picking up the presentation skills, and also they will be learning how to handle the questions that been posed by the students, fellow students after the presentations. Similar kind of things would happen in the organizations. That's the reason why the students who are passing out from this portal, they are quite comfortable in terms of presenting their ideas and views to the corporates, and also actively participating in the discussions in the boardrooms. So when the students come back and say that, sir, I got benefited by the BRS or the company facts presentation or industry review session, we feel very, very happy.
That's nice. So I understand that, as you said, creating this curriculum will take a long time, and every faculty of yours will be putting in a lot of effort. So I just want to understand, what procedures do you follow when you are selecting a professor or a faculty for your college?
The faculty identification really is a big challenge, because today the quality faculty availability is really a big task for institutions to get. Normally what we do is we try to identify the renowned faculty in a particular domain or the area from different schools. And when we are planning to recruit, we also advertise in the national diaries and all. We receive the applications. In addition to that, we largely depend on the referrals. Suppose one of our faculty knows XYZ in so-and-so industry or in an institution. If they are willing to relocate and willing to move, then through that we get the number of applications in addition to the ads that we put up. And then we have our regular selection process. It's more like, in the recruitment process, we see the credentials of the person who is looking for an opportunity, and we try to see the combination of the industry and the practitioners. Because in a business school, there won't be laboratories or the workshops like an engineering stream. Most of the things should be done through the experience. So that experience comes when we recruit the people who are coming from industry. In addition to that, we have our regular pedagogy that's being followed. Cases is one of the predominant methodology that's being used. So for that, the faculty are quite conversant with that and habituated to it. And the people who are coming from industry as a professor in practice kind of a model. So they bring a lot of their industry experiences, and then they will relate that to the content that they are delivering in the classroom for a particular course. So in the recruitment process, we take care of the combination of both the people from industry and from the academic fraternity. The minimum qualification that we see for a faculty is the PhD. Why specifically PhD? Because they have that research exposure, which is the need of the hour. Because research makes the faculty to update themselves. Suppose a faculty is publishing in a paper in a journal, then obviously they do a lot of review of literature. They go through a lot of content related to that particular topic. So thereby their knowledge levels will go up, and then they can pass on the same to the students when they are delivering or when they are handling a particular course in the classroom. When it comes to the people who are coming from the industry, they come with huge experience, and then they must have experienced, seen, witnessed a lot of situations in the industry. So that's going to be a kind of a case study for the student to understand the application of a particular topic or a particular concept in the real-time scenario.
That's great, sir. So also, sir, now diversification is one major part. So I want to understand, how do you promote diversity and inclusion in your campus?
When it comes to the students, I see from two perspectives. One is the students, the other one is the faculty. The diversity is really, a big thing for the industry. So since we are preparing our students for the organizations, so they need to have that kind of, ability to accommodate different cultures, different, practices followed into different regions. Now, Sivani is a national level school, and we are in the top 60 by different organizations. And then, being in a national school, we do get students from various states. So, in a class of 60, if 10 states are representing, then obviously the students will have an opportunity to understand. And when they are working in the team, so obviously they understand the importance of the diversity and how they need to go for the inclusiveness. That's it from the student's point of view. When it comes to the faculty, we have faculty from 8 different states. So obviously, that itself is a testimony that we are in a diverse environment, a kind of pan-India environment, and we respect each state culture and then the traditions. Take for example, when it comes to the Onam that's been celebrated in Kerala. So the students and the faculty from that particular region, we permit them, we allow them to celebrate Onam. And similarly, people who are from West Bengal and North, they do that Durga Puja. So we allow the faculty and students to have that celebration here. And when it comes to the Ramadan, we also host that iftar. So when it comes to the Christmas, then students and the faculty put up that the Christmas tree, and then we celebrate Christmas also. And when it comes to the Telugu speaking states like Andhra and Telangana, and for these people, they celebrate Batkama here, they also celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi. So, by allowing the people to celebrate their respective state festivals, and then students will have an opportunity to understand the different cultures, different traditions, different kinds of processes to be followed to celebrate this one. That itself is allowing the students to have that kind of an open-mindedness. And these people can be adjusted in any kind of environment, be it the corporate, be it the outside the corporate. So the practices that we follow is really helping the students to develop the mindset that's required to work in a very diversified environment.
That's good to know. So, sir, while you're talking about diversity, you said that we are getting students industry ready. So I just wanted to know what kind of industry collaborations are available for students at your institutions for developing their growing their career.
We have a separate department which takes care of corporate relations and the placements. So the corporate relations team will reach out to the different industries and different companies. I just wanted to take only one company, that's a Deloitte, which is one of the consulting firms among the 5 that's available. So with this firm we have a kind of an understanding, and wherein every year they come and recruit the students from Sivani Stock Management. There are different profiles for which these companies do come and then pick up the students. Similarly, we are developing the rapport with various firms like Oxen Partners or Variety Knowledge Solutions or the Barcadia and Asian Paints, Berger Paints. Like that, there are very good companies that keep coming to the institute for recruitment. They also do the branding sessions. They also give the inputs and the orientation that is required to the students. That's the one part of it. The other one is that we invite the industry people to share their experiences with our students. And in fact, our alumni plays a bigger role there. So even yesterday, there is an alumnus, Mr. Aditya Reddy, who is working in Dubai. So he is in Hyderabad for vacation. So yesterday he was in the campus and then spent close to 2 hours the HR practices and then how to build their career and what kind of orientation is required. So this is a regular practice in the institute. So thereby we have, I would say, very strong industry collaboration and the connectivity. One notable thing here is that every trimester end we conduct the term and viva. So the term and viva is done by the industry people only. And when the students do the summer project, so for summer project, there will be a viva after that, the summer project. So again, we invite the industry people to sit through these students' project presentations and offer their suggestions and all. So there are various ways through which we are building a strong industry network. And I am very happy to share that our entire academic advisory board, board of studies are close to 50% are from the industry people.
That's
so they give and they share a lot of inputs in the meetings while these meetings were going on when we prepared for the programs, structures and then the syllabi. So they share a lot of inputs of the industry practices and then we incorporate those things.
So also sir, when you're doing so many industry collaborations and so many projects each trimester end, so how do you keep a progress of outcome of students or their learning outcomes or assessment strategies?
Being an accredited institution, because we have the NAC accreditation and then outcome based education being followed in the institute. So one of the advantages of this outcome-based education is, for every course, there are the course outcomes, course-specific objectives are there. And for the entire program, there is a program outcomes. So each faculty, when they complete their course, they need to, give us, they need to make the calculation of the course outcomes. And these course outcomes are driving force to design what kind of content to be delivered in the classroom. And also faculty do follow the continuous internal assessments. So as a part of that, faculty would go with various assessment tools based on the course that they are delivering and the kind of objectives that they need to achieve. So the course outcomes are very clear, program outcomes are very clear. So thereby each faculty and the student is also driven towards that. So thereby, we are very comfortable in terms of measuring these outcomes, and also we are able to tell the student that after completion of this course, these are all the learnings. And after completion of the 2 years of the program, X, Y, Z are your outcomes. So we tell them that, right, if somebody questions you, somebody asks you, what is that you have learned? You can list out these outcomes that you have you are going to get after completion of each course and the program.
That's good. Sir, also, if you could share a few success stories of institute alumni who have excelled in their respective fields.
Being a 30 plus year old institute, there are many alumni who are excelling and doing extremely good in the industry, and also they are into the non-profit organizations also. Uh, when it comes to the alumni presence, if we take any industry, we will find the Sivani in there. Take for example the Deloitte or TCS or Accenture or Asian Paints or Berger Paints, ITC. In all these companies, there are many more, where you will find SSIM students. Today, some of the alumni are at the top positions of the organizations. To name one, if you take the banking industry, in HDFC Bank or HSBC, the vice president level people are there, are SSIM alumnus. And also if you take the Cellcon Mobiles, he is the product of Sivani. Gubba Cold Storage is the product of Sivani. Sudhakar Pipes is the alumnus of Sivani. So there are many, it's in a big list. So because we have around 3,000 plus alumni presence in the marketplace. So you take any industry, any firm, I'm sure that there will be a Sivani. Because when we go out, even when we go to the Park Hotel for one of our events, we found that the chief manager is our product.
That's great.
And if we went to there's another hotel, we hosted one event there. There also we found our alumnus is working as an HR manager there. So you take any industry, SSIM students are there. That's how we are growing very strongly in terms of building our network and then connect with our alumni. We have the alumni registered chapter, and every year on the December 3rd week, Saturday, we are conducting alumni meet.
Oh.
We have the chapter at Bangalore, we have the chapter at Delhi also.
Oh, that's great. So this is a great insight. I want to conclude my question saying that there's a lot of confusion when it comes to taking an MBA or PGDM. So what would be your message to people who wants to choose as an MBA or PGDM?
The students, definitely it's a confusion for the students, considering the kind of information that's available. Predominantly these students are looking into the internet. When they look into the net, there's a lot of content that's available, whereas the validity of the content is sometimes in a big question mark. But when it comes to the PGDM and MBA, the degree wise, since we are under two different, regulatory mechanisms, one is the UGC, other one is the AICTE. The MBA comes under the UGC purview, universities and the colleges. PGDM comes under the AICTE approved under the purview of the AICTE. These are all run independently. When it comes to these two programs, over a period of time, MBA, the content wise and then the way they operate and then deliver this one. And when it comes to the PGDM, there is a vast difference. Institutions have got the liberty to change their content and the program structure as per the industry requirements. That's the greatest advantage for a student who will be undergoing the PGDM program. And there will be a lot of emphasis on the learning and also the outcome of the learnings. The outcome of the learnings is the placements. When it comes to the MBA, I don't want to belittle, but there is a vast difference in terms of the frequent change of the curriculum as per the industry needs. That's a one differentiating factor. The other one is the placements. MBA could be, part of the many streams in a university or in a college. But when it comes to the standalone business schools like Siva Institute of Management, focus, emphasis, entire time and energy goes only for training of the PGDM students. Whatever the resources and the infra required, they build for that particular program. So the attention and the focus is more in this. So obviously the students would derive the benefits of this expertise.
Thank you, sir. It was a valuable insight and thanks for your time today. I hope our viewers will be receiving a lot of information and getting a lot of insight from your experiences. Thank you for your valuable time, sir, today. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.